The other vast amount of time he spent was on people reviews, right, at every level. So he literally managed 500 people that he knew their name, he knew what their potential was, and every quarter he was going through those 500 people, right? That's where he spent his time. But he expected those 500 people to go through the 500 people to go through their 500 people. So we spent an enormous amount of time in people reviews, right? And if you had low performers, it was okay if you told them what are you going to do with them next. You come back the next year and there's still a low performer, that's a reflection on you, right? So the system was built around having thousands of leaders inside the company and making the investment, right? And getting some homogeneity, although the personalities were very different, right? And there was always this constant review within PepsiCo where you got feedback, and it was okay. Now what happens is people don't want to deal with giving people feedback. And when you don't get feedback, you can't get better, right? So culturally, if a company or an organization is built around friendships, you're not doing anybody a favor if you don't deal with it, right? You're not doing the other people in the room a favor, in the company a favor, and you're not doing, more importantly, that person a favor. I used to walk out of meetings with Calloway or Jordan or Enrico or any of those guys, right? And the feedback was up and down the hall. And you're walking out of the meeting and say, you really shouldn't say that, right? I mean, you just stepped on that guy in there. Because you don't realize how powerful you are if you're sitting on the executive committee. But it's important to give people feedback, right? And it's important not to hurt them, but to make them better. And people just don't want to deal with it.